Hi guys, so I'm back with another video, and today is day 4 I believe of week 4, so it's the week's birthday so to speak. And today we're making chicken noodle soup. We've made it in a previous meal already, so it's the same thing that we're doing. For that, I'm just going to repeat, and I'm still going to continue doing the recipes or the meals, even though sometimes we've done it already. So we need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 leek, only the green part, chopped, 1 carrot, peeled and chopped, 1 celery stalk, also chopped, 8 cups of poultry broth. I don't have enough poultry broth today, but I'm also not doing the whole recipe because the recipe serves 4 people and I'm only doing the recipe to serve 2 people. So for example, my 8 ounces of rotisserie chicken will be 6 ounces or 4 ounces of rotisserie chicken. And then 1 ounce of gluten-free spaghetti. I'm using 2 ounces because I'm serving 2 people. 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use the thyme. I think I'm not going to use the thyme this time because the last time, remember when I used the thyme, I didn't like it in the rotisserie chicken, but also the last time I used it with the skin instead of without the skin. But this time I actually removed the skin as the recipe asked for. And for the 8 cups of poultry broth, I'm probably going to use only 4 cups. So what I did, where's the carrots now? I pre-cooked my carrots and my celery. And so that broth I will use um, as as part of the broth for the actual soup. And before we continue, for dinner we're going to have a simple eggplant gluten-free burger. My eggplant is already sliced and it's in the oven because I like to cook my lunch and my dinner at the same time. So tonight I can just basically warm up the eggplant and complete my burger. So let's start with the soup. So we want our tablespoon of oil, and I'm cooking on high. Then we're going to add our leeks. And I'm only adding half a cup of leeks, not a whole leek. So I'm going to let this cook for a little. It also asks you now to add your carrots and your celery, but my carrots and my celery is already cooked, so I'm probably going to add it just after the leek is a little bit cooked. But I can strain it so long. So here we have our broth that's going to go in our soup. So now I'm going to add my carrots and my celery. And I'm just going to let that cook for a little bit. And after that, oh, sorry, not after that. I also want to say my spaghetti, my gluten-free spaghetti is pre-cooked already. So the soup is going to be really quick. It's not going to be a long recording, so to speak. Half a teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to measure out my broth. So there I have at least 3 cups of broth. If I need more broth, I will add it, but at this point I think that's enough. And I'm gonna add my spaghetti. So the recipe asks for the spaghetti obviously now to cook for 9 minutes until it's soft with the other veggies, but I am not going to cook it for 9 minutes because I already cooked the spaghetti and the veggies is already pre-cooked, so I don't need to cook it for 9 minutes before I add my chicken. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my chicken and let them all cook together so that the flavors can marry each other. I do think I need probably another cup of broth because you can hardly see any broth right now. So here I would say cover your veggies with broth or your ingredients, and then I will turn it down to medium high and maybe to medium so that it can simmer through. Put a lid on, but don't cover it completely like this with a lid. Just halfway or 3/4 way so that the steam can escape. So that's it for our lunch. And let's focus now on our dinner. So dinner, as I said, the eggplant. Let's turn around the eggplant. Just slices like this. I'm going to turn it around now and ask you to actually sprinkle some oregano on. I don't like oregano on my vegetables really. Neither do I like thyme on it. I really like rosemary. It's my favorite herb. One of my favorite herbs. I like rosemary. I also love parsley and cilantro. Those are my favorite herbs by far. And then obviously basil, things like that, but not thyme and oregano. Not my favorites at all. And with that, we're going to make 1 cup of lemon yogurt. And as for the bun, I use these gluten-free buns that I just buy from our Whole Foods store. It's very convenient to use. You can use bread as well if you can find gluten-free bread, but the choice is yours. For me, the buns are, for some reason, the buns are cheaper than the actual bread. The gluten-free bread is very expensive here, but the buns are quite inexpensive, or not inexpensive, but it's more affordable. Maybe because the buns are smaller. I don't know, but that's enough for me. So it asks you to prepare then a 1/4 cup of lemon yogurt. And since I don't have yogurt, I am going to use again the cream of coconut, as you know. So this is enough for me. It's only for one person. My husband won't eat this, so I don't have to use a 1/4 cup. Maybe that is a 1/4 cup though, but all right. And then we need lemon zest. So I also just take half the zest off a lemon, not the whole. I didn't grate all the zest, just half of it. And then it asks for a little bit of salt, a 1/4. Now we're just going to mix it through. And this burger, I'm sure it's going to be delicious because eggplant in itself is very delicious. But assembling the burger, you're going to grill the bun and then you're going to assemble the burger and serve topped with the yogurt or your coconut cream. This is just going to go on top of the eggplant, and you can also put on the bottom because your bun will be a bit probably dry, but it will be toasted so you won't even notice whether it's dry or not. So this I'm going to put in the fridge now until tonight. So everything's ready. And as for your buns as well, these guys, you just keep it in your freezer. I usually buy a lot for the month or whatever I need, or if I can buy them out of, do you say out of stock if you take all the buns? It's COVID-19, so every time when I go down there, somebody already took them all, and usually just leave like 2 or 3 bags of buns. And so when I go down, I just do the same. I can taste this for you. Really good with that lemon zest. You know what? I do not like the taste of the salt in the cream, but at least this time it's not so, it's not as potent. You cannot really taste the salt, but you can taste it as well. So that's it for our lunch. And the eggplant is lovely. It's brown on both sides. And this is just one medium-sized eggplant that I used. Let me turn it around so you can see how. One medium-sized eggplant. Sprinkle it with, be generous with your olive oil, because I think the more olive oil you actually use on your eggplant, the better. I don't know, sorry, I'm always playing with my hair. That's why on a usual basis, I do not wear my hair out, because people would think I'm pretentious, but I've been like this since I was young. When my hair's out by hands, always, my hands are always in my hair. I don't know why. Or I would just flip my hair from side to side, or I would just make, I don't know, I just want volume. I don't like it when my hair seems flat. So excuse me when you see this on camera. It's just habit. Anyway, it's not a bad thing, right? Back to the food. So this is what you want, and this is what you want to put on your burger. If one burger is not enough for you, maybe you can do two. I don't know if that is permissible, but yeah, I think you're supposed to only eat one burger. So make sure you have, but if it's a small burger like that, I think you can take two, because that burger is literally half of a big burger, like a normal size burger, right? Wouldn't you say that? Or you can make an open sandwich and put the eggplant on both. That's what I'm actually gonna do. Have it open, and then you know it feels like you have more. That's enough for me. I'm not too worried. Anyway, so let's taste our soup. The soup should be done. And over here I'm making more broth, vegetable broth, because I'm out of broth. Okay, I'm gonna taste the soup for you. Was I supposed to put celery in? I can't remember. Why did I put celery in it? The last time we did not put celery in this soup. She's actually stating one celery stalk. I don't like celery stalks, but probably gonna say, you don't like anything. What do you like? Well, I like what I like. What about you? And I'm very honest about things that I like and I don't like. People who know me well, they know that about me. It's just on my face. Oh, I don't like this, or I don't like that. Oh, I don't hide anything. I'm not good at it. Which is probably a good thing, because when you hide things, you can easily become a liar as well. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Ouch! It's too hot. Okay, let's taste. Oh, it's very nice. I like it. Do not put that thyme in. Oh, if you love thyme, do put it in, but I don't like thyme. And please take off the skin of the chicken. Maybe that's also what makes the taste more pleasant and more palatable. So please do that. I think my husband was saying the rotisserie chicken, the skin of it is very salty. Take it off. It's really lovely. I love the taste of it. Nothing is overpowering in the soup. You can taste each flavor on its own. Even the celery. The celery and the carrots actually goes well together. Oops. It complements each other, and it just gives the dish some good flavor with the chicken, of course. But if you want to add all that other herbs that she mentions, you can. It's up to you. I don't really care for it. Now, if there had to be ginger to be added in the soup, of course I would do that. I love ginger, and not just the fact that I love it. When you buy her book, you will see that she states the health effects of ginger and how ginger actually aids in emptying the stomach to the intestines. So I love ginger. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, the jury is out and the verdict is out on the soup. And so that's where we're going to end today. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. I really appreciate your support. And share, subscribe, like, share with your friends and your family. And also share with me how yours panned out and your take on the recipe. And also, if you're on a journey like mine, let me know how your gut is doing, and if this diet has helped you, and if you found it valuable and beneficial for your health. For me, I have to say I'm feeling great every day, and I'm coming out. Yeah, I have my bowel movements, which is the best. All right, before I start playing with my hair again, once again, thank you. Till next time.